Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Boland and I am Head of Geography. Today I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the GCSE Geography course and what it is entailed. So our aim in geography is simple. We want to inspire excellence within our pupils and make them fascinated with the world around them. The skills we teach them and the knowledge they learn all go towards them being a global citizen and being able to fit into our increasingly changing world around us. Now, students show a keen interest for geography at Key Stage 3, which makes it a very popular subject at GCSE level. We hope that your student is also considering a career in geography, as it is arguably one of the most important subjects. The world is always changing, both physically and human-made, and we teach students about the knowledge they need and the adaptable skills to cope and react to the world around us. One of the largest skills we focus on is oracy and making sure students can articulate the issues that occur around the world. And we do this through presentations and getting students to discuss and debate key issues in class. Now today I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's involved in the course, but this is just a snapshot. If you have any more questions, please do speak to your geography teacher and we'll be happy to tell you some more. The first paper that you will sit in Year 11 is Paper 1, which is Living with the Physical Environment. This is all to do with the natural world around us and natural processes. This is split into 3 sections. The first section is the challenge of natural hazards. This is something students would have learnt previously in Year 7 and we build upon this knowledge. We look at the different types of plate boundaries, the Earth's structure, and how these can create different events such as earthquakes and volcanoes. We'll use case studies to deepen their knowledge on this, such as the Haiti 2010 earthquake. We will also look at meteorological hazards within the atmosphere, which includes tropical storms and extreme weather. For this, we also look at snowfall events within the UK, such as the Beast from the East in 2018. Climate change also features heavily within this, as this is a global issue at the moment that is largely in the media. We look at how global warming is happening and what humans can do to adapt and mitigate to this. We then look at the living world. This is ecosystems on both a small and a large scale. Students have already touched upon this in both Year 7 and 8, looking at the savanna and tropical rainforest in the Amazonian region. We look at the Amazon rainforest in more depth, and we also look at the Sahara Desert. We look at how humans are using this ecosystem for their own gain, both economic and socially, and we look at how the environmental costs of this are impacting civilization. Finally, for physical, we look at physical landscapes, both coasts and rivers. Again, this is content that has been covered at Key Stage 3, but we expand this knowledge into Key Stage 4 to deepen the students' understanding. In Year 10, we take students to Seaford in Sussex and they get to do some field work at the coast themselves and spend a day on the beach, which is lovely for everyone. The Paper 2 looks at human geography. First of all, we look at urban issues and challenges. This is both in the UK and abroad. We start by looking at challenges in newly emerging economies, which we look at Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. We look at how life is like for people who live there and the standard of living they have, and the challenges that are faced in the favelas. This is something students have learned in Year 8, and we expand upon this knowledge. We also introduce a new case study, which is the city of Bristol in the UK. We look at how the UK is adapting to an ever-growing population and how we are trying to be more environmentally sustainable. We then look at the changing economic world and how we measure the development of countries. We look at Nigeria as a case study and how it is developing using its rich oil reserves, and we look at the UK's economy and how the UK is changing for its future prospects. In the final section, we look at the challenge of resource management. So we look at how food, water and energy is shared around the world and solutions to improve people's access. Paper 3 is slightly different. This is more hands-on geography. that gives students the skills, the communication and the teamwork they need for future employment and studies. Section A is issue evaluation, where they will get a booklet of a certain issue and be asked questions about it in the exam. Previous year's papers have looked at issues of should a reservoir be built or should we be cutting down the rainforest. Each year this changes but always links in with their studies. Section B, they are questioned on their fieldwork. As said before, we do go to Seaford in Sussex and we also spend a day in Slough High Street doing urban fieldwork. This is because it's accessible by all and we can all take a day out of the classroom to learn some vital skills. This is in a shorter paper in paper 3, which brings all of these together of their own reflections. This is primarily done in year 11 at the end of their studies. Now, geography can take you many places, and we talk a lot about our A to Z of geography careers, showing such a vast range of different opportunities that students have in the future, and these are displayed around our geography classrooms. These are just some of them. Cartographers drawing maps, going into human rights movement and talking about the fair rights of humans in civilization. Journalism and travelling around the world and talking about key events such as natural disasters. Meteorologists and discussing the weather. Teaching an important role for changes in the future. And urban planners changing the way our city is developed. All of these and more are what you could do with the skills learnt in geography. It really is a vital course. There are revision guides that can help with your studies, and we have a range of these within our geography classrooms that you can look at before deciding which one you wish to purchase. We recommend buying one of these so that you can read up upon extra knowledge at home, and it's a useful revision resource. If anyone wants to know more about the GCSE course, they are welcome to come and ask me to look at one of these guides and read more information about it. If you do have any more questions, please do email me at l.boland@stjosephs.slough.sch.uk, or you can find more on the AQA website, which is our exam board for geography. You can also ask your geography teacher. We are more than willing to help and we really look forward to seeing you on our GCSE course.